to have you along. UB Stadium in Buffalo, home to the Buffalo Bulls. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UMass Minutemen, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Buffalo Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Buffalo's offense will get the first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's take a minute to chat about Buffalo. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And that's That's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Let's take a minute to talk about the big picture for Buffalo. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that way. The Bulls will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Bulls are flying down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Bulls headed quickly to the line. Looking for the goal line. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Quarterback will keep it.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Thanks to grab. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. UMass will line up to punt it away. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue.
Just steamrolling the... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Bulls, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Well, he did a good job to get the foot down inbounds, but only picked up a yard and not enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, they need to work with more space, Reese. I mean, it's not worth throwing the football all that way to the boundary, just a toe tap and get 1 yard. You got to do a better job trying to get these playmakers the football closer to the middle of the field.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Buys a little extra time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it's picked off at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, what great discipline by this defense. They didn't sit on routes short. They take a shot down the field on 3rd and short. Questionable shot, probably. Nice job being disciplined and getting the interception.
Yeah, just because you have the shot play called on 3rd down like that as a quarterback, that doesn't give you the freedom to just throw it down there if he's not open. I think that time he forced it into traffic, and that's why it got picked off.
Catch in the middle. It's McGooligan. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. UMass quickly back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. UMass will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffalo! Great job by the back on the option.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. UMass quickly back to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not, and if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. Get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. The receiver does the rest, put 6 up on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The UMass offense returns to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Gives it on the option. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pryor. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Under fire. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulls will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll run the screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. UMass will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and trying to stay on the field.
The Bulls are on the move. Off play action on first down. On target. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on 3rd down. Touchdown, Buffalo! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The UMass offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. UMass quickly back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
At the 24-yard line, it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. The give to the tailback. Runs for the tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Here comes the heat. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the pass?
Turning it on. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a space. Caught over the middle. It's Powell. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late?
Now you get a play, but they haven't put the play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Back to pass on second down. A little screen to the running back. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. From the gun on third. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Past the first down marker and still running. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Buffalo. Fit it in the window for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got it in the middle. It's short. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Rides the back on the option to give. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. This offense has it with really good field position. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UMass offense returns to the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
UMass comes to the line facing second and short. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger game.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Minutemen!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff on the very first play of the next drive. Let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.